YouTube. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Thank you so everybody joining. Thank you so much for supporting the um, live this morning. I'm heading over here. I'm on YouTube with the thinking that I am going to go live here for just a little bit, and I am gonna stay on for about a good hour or so. And we'll see what this looks like. I'm gonna have to move quickly. I'm going live on my. Hey friend, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining. Thank you for coming in and putting some comments in. You clearly were one of the first to join, so thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate that. How we feeling? I'm doing well. You know what? I love me some Halle Q. That was good. She is so awesome. Um, I came over here. I was waiting to go live, so I'm in a tight time crunch. Um, we got dinner reservations at. I think we got to be out of here by 6:15. I think reservations at 6:45. So I gotta move a little quicker because I still gotta get ready. Because I'm not ready. And so I'm getting myself set up now. Um, so I'm going to come on and chat a little bit. I got my question I need to talk about for pals, so we'll make that kind of conversation and get going. So let me post this. I'm getting my gotta set my live event, and we'll see where the topic takes us to. Hopefully, it takes us in a good place where we can chat for a little bit. I don't know if I can get 90 minutes in. That might not be realistic, but I'll get close to it. Yeah, maybe I can get close to 90 minutes in. We'll see. We will see. I always want to make sure I can get enough time in. I don't know what song that was, but we'll see. Hello, friends. Hey, Taylor. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Char, thank you for being here as well. Thank you all for coming in. Make sure you guys like the live. Like that live. Come on in. You changed your shirt. Just noticed. Yes, I did. I think I'm wearing the shirt for dinner, but I might change. That's why I said I got to get ready, because I threw this on with the thinking I was going to get ready and I was going to throw it on with a pair of jeans, but I may change. so, so we'll see what happens between now and then. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate the hearts. Thank you so much. Make sure you like the live. If you have not liked the live yet, please do so I know you're here. We are going to go live. In just a few minutes on TikTok. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I talk all things going live, so come on in. Feel free to ask questions about the live stream process. This is a professional channel, so let's keep the comments professional. You have to be 18 years and older to go live on both YouTube and TikTok, so make sure you're of age up as well if you're going to be on this channel. The other thing I say is that I want to make sure you like the live, so give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, this morning we got quite a few subscribers, so I'm really excited about that. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button. Also click the bell to get notifications when I go live and I post content. The last couple of days, you guys have been clicking the bell. I'm going to say some of y'all have been listening, because we get people who are coming in almost instantly. So I'm really excited about all the support. So come in, grab a seat, like the live, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Pals. Pals is my moderator. I'm sorry, the Idea Barista is my moderator. She is here. She put it in the chat, some of the house rules. So make sure you follow the rules. And then also make sure you are asking questions, friends. I do co-stream on TikTok, so you will see me in real time over there connecting. You laughing at me? Yes. He's like, why did she call her Pals? Why she calling her pals? Ain't nobody pals in the room. Thank you so much, RW. Appreciate you. Said that lipstick popping. Yes, it is popping, friend. Let's see. We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live real quick, and we're gonna go. And we're just gonna get to chatting. I'm about to go now because I gotta get going. My friends. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income agency. Come on in. We're gonna talk all things going live. Thank you so much for being here. This is my 4 o'clock live. We talk all things live so that you can build your community. I tell people I don't care if you're nervous, afraid, shy, scared. This is your time to go live. So we're gonna talk about going live and the process to keep going live and building on this app and growing, whether it's TikTok or YouTube. You can go live. So I don't want you guys to be nervous or afraid. So go ahead and click the go live button if you are and ask questions as well. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for saying you're of age. Um, Let me, thank you. I was going to say, what? He said, this is my happy face. Thank you so much, everybody who's joining. We got some of our YT people. They are being funny. You guys are commenting, which is great. You like that when I said, this is my happy face. I'm happy. You said I have one meal. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining. So we're going to talk all things live streaming. I do have a topic because Pals gave me a question. I wrote my question down. I'm supposed to be talking about going live when you are discussing your product or your solution, digital product, and the timing of doing that and the marketing, not to engage people who are not intended for that message, such as your friends, family, coworkers, or anybody you don't want to see it. So what could you do? What could you do? So I think that's the question. Let me know if that's close enough. That's a Darth Vader shirt that says, this is my happy face. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Hello, Maureen. How you doing? Thank you all for being here. Appreciate everybody joining the live. Christian, how are you as well? Thank you for coming in. Let me share out my live. I have not shared it out. I'm going to share out my live. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. Why did the person say I was angry? Thank you for the hair compliments. Let me do my disclaimer. Thank you, my YT friends. I appreciate all the compliments and all the comments. To answer some of the core questions you all tend to ask me, what state am I in? I'm in Florida. Am I married? Yes, I'm married. I like your hair. Thank you for the compliment. Oh, your lipstick looks great. I appreciate that as well. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about live streaming and going live and building your community. Okay? So all things live streaming is the topic of the day. And so we're going to take this in a direction where we're going to talk a little bit about going live and talking to your target audience, not people who are not your audience, your intended audience. So we're going to talk about that process, okay? So thank you all for being here. Love Universified. I had to talk to my YT people. My YT people tend to ask a lot of different questions. Thank you so much. Angela, how you doing, friend? So YT folks, you guys are the YT people. You are the YT people. This is the TT people, TikTok people. You are the YouTube people. So YouTube people, here's what I will say. Please engage by making sure you like the live. So if you're here, give me a thumbs up so YouTube knows that you're here. Please also click the subscriber button so you can also subscribe to the channel. And then if you're going to put a comment in, let's put it professional in nature, just so that you guys know the backstory. I started going live daily, now twice a day in most days, in April. So I've been doing this for 8 months. I'm going to continue to do it. And so this is my way to engage the community, but I treat this as a playlist so you guys can come back and review it later. But my main focus and topic is focused on TikTok. So we talk all things TikTok. We talk about going live and building community. Hello, Glam, did you come in? I don't know if you did. Glam, what did you have? Glam. Glam, you was in the boxes. How can I help you, friend? What was happening? And he was like, I can't talk now. I gotta go. I was like, oh. So how can I help you, friend? I want to make sure I answer any questions. And you've been going live. Let me look at your analytics because you've been going at it. I've been in rooms, y'all been teasing me. Y'all been teasing me. He said, my Dr. Lisa talking about we going live in January. I don't know who she thinks she is. So I got that. And then, Dr. Lisa, we're going to go live in January, but I already go live in January. I go live every day. So I don't know what kind of campaign you're trying to do, but whatever. So, and I'm looking you up because I wanted to make sure I was going to look. 25 days. You've gone almost every day in December. Look at you, friend. Every day in December. Love you, Diversify. Let me look for you because I think you've gone almost every day in December as well. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. So he said super. So almost every day. Okay, love, you've gone 20 days. 20 days, friend. Look at there. So y'all are not the people I'm talking about. It's our other friends, pals, who's trying to start their consistency journey. She's over here. I was like, oh, no, you didn't talk about me over here. But but we're gonna get consistent. We're gonna get consistency going. That's gonna be the name of the game, and we're gonna make a friendly competition with it. So that's gonna be the big thing. So if you guys are already not in December's campaign, definitely get in December. I'm gonna talk about that. You guys, the campaign for November, I'm sorry, for January will get released. I'm gonna try to have it out by tomorrow. So you'll have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get going. Hey pals, I see you, friend. Thank you so much for coming over. Black Lotus, I saw you walk in, come in, fly in, fly in as well. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much, friends. Let's share the live out if you don't mind. We're gonna get it going. Thank you for the repost, pals. I appreciate it. We're gonna get going. I'm gonna stay on. I had a couple things I need to talk about. We were talking quite a bit to a lot of our new friends earlier today, which was great. Hello, hello, friend. Thank you so much, Black Lotus. We were talking to some of our new friends earlier today. Quite a few. You said I'm mining right now too. Are you? Oh, you're multitasking, huh? So your other account, I love the new account too. You said the one for the Detroit doula coach. I love that. That's a cool name too. You did good with that one. So and you're posting a lot of content there. That's good. That's good. So I like that. I like what you're doing, friend. You're doing some great work, and you can tell you're growing because of it too. So your numbers are increasing. That's really good. So a couple things. Our friend Powell, she asked a question. She wanted to know a little bit more about as you're looking to grow your community, as you're looking to get engaged with digital marketing and start showing your products. Like, how do you do it where you're not necessarily being interrupted by family and friends and other people coming to your live? Now, the short of it is that people are going to see you live and they may pop in because they think the live is your normal topic. And so what you're going to have to do is start building enough content, enough information where you're able to make that shift. I almost kind of think about like when you think about like a Coach Jessie, she's in that phase right now where she's making that shift because she talked about one thing, mindset, motivation. At one point she was talking about trauma coach. She was a trauma coach as well. And so now she's trying to make it where she's making a transition where she's talking about her services and products to her target audience. And so she's trying to reclaim that and define that in her content and in her live stream. And that takes some time because now you have to make sure you're reaching out to the right people in your community. And then sometimes in your live stream, you also have to say, hey, here's the topic I'm going to talk about today. Here's what we're discussing in a way that is not necessarily what I normally talk about. So you might have to set the tone, use a board, set the tone so that people know exactly what the topic is going to be about. For context, I try to go live at the most random time, thinking people would be asleep. You're so funny. Hey, Gabby, how you doing? Is it Grammy? Thank you so much. You know what? I'm laughing because you thought you could hide. No, sometimes you got to be like right in their face and say, hey, this is what we're doing. Did a 45-minute live, 6 views. One was me. There you go, friend. That's it. Hey, every person counts. Carolyn, we're going to get back to your comment. Carolyn, that's good. First, that was one of your lives? That's good. You said 40 did 41 minutes. No, seriously, I'm not joking. 41 minutes, that is really good. And 6 people Did they, I'm assuming some people stayed, sat for a little bit, chatted with you, and you said one person was you. So it's still the beginning. I want to manage expectations. It's still growing. You did good with that one. Um, so pals, I know you were trying to hide. I know you were trying to hide, friend. But the reality is you have a demographic. Currently, you have a demographic that are evening time people or early morning risers because you wake up in the morning and go to work. Or they're mid-afternoon folks like me doing our live stream. So you got people all over. Okay. So just know at the end of the day, yeah, when you try to go live and try to hide, it ain't gonna work. Pittsburgh, how you doing? Pittsburgh style. Appreciate you, friend. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You can't hide. You cannot hide. So here's what I'm gonna tell you to do. Embrace it. Embrace it. Don't hide. Embrace it. And I know that goes towards, you're gonna say, Doc, well, wait a minute. I don't need them to hijack my conversation. I don't want them to think we talking about the thing that we used to talk about. And I'm not talking about that. You gotta set that tone, set the expectation. Nope, no interaction at all. But I did it 1 minute longest, other than me. 1 minute longest, other than me. You did good. I'm still cheering for you, Carolyn. Carolyn, that's it. That's how it starts. You got to talk like there's 100 people in the room. You did good. Seriously, you ain't going to get me to say that it was not a good showing. You showed up, you did it. You actually, like I said, I don't know if you heard me say, in the beginning, you want that time to yourself. You do. You don't want a lot of people in the room because you're still trying to figure out how you're going to talk, what's your messages, what are you saying, what's these features. So no, you don't need a lot of people in the room. You just keep going. Haley Ann, so you telling me that I should not have my family following me on TikTok? Um, Nettie, let me ask this. 29, I am just being me. Nettie, I'm gonna say this. Not if they aren't supporting your goals. There we go. I don't even let me just pin Glam's comment. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I was going my way. I was going to lead you to that statement. Eventually, we was going to get there. But since you said it up front for me, I don't need to lead you to that. I'm just saying. So here's what I will say. He said, "Preach." Here's what I will add to her comment. What is your goals? Define your goals. What you trying to do here? What you trying to do here matters, and depending on what your goals are, then you can determine if family is people you need to include or not. I'll tell you right now on this account, I had to think about it, y'all. I don't think family followed me on this account. I'm trying to think. My husband must, because he came to my lives a couple times. So yeah, he followed me. He might be the only one. Y'all heard me talk to my sister before. My sister does not know about this account. I don't think I shared it with her. My brother showed up. My besties, running is a blessing. That's it. Running a blessing. Running is a blessing. And my other friend, there's two other friends, and they're kind of under the radar. So they've come in once or twice, so y'all wouldn't even know they was here because I barely know their names. But I would know it afterwards when they come in. I'll see it. I'm like, oh, I think you did come to my live, and then they just pop in. Running is a blessing. She makes herself known. But I don't have many friends and family on this account. No, I don't. I personally agree with Glam. If they don't support your goals, well, why they there? You don't need to follow them. They don't need to follow you. And then on top of that, if they don't support your goals and you know it, they talking about why you on TikTok. TikTok ain't for you. TikTok is for young folks and all that other stuff. Then you definitely don't want them. You don't want them because they're gonna talk bad about your content. They're not gonna allow you to grow and expand the way you need to because they're gonna be in your ear and in a way that's going to discourage you. And if that's the prototype, if that's what you're dealing with, absolutely, you don't need to follow them. You need to block them actually, because I didn't have any followers and TikTok won't let me post anything live. Let me see. Yeah, you got to get some more followers. Just be me. Hey, I'm gonna pin your comment. There's a few people in the room so far. Nettie is our new friend. If you guys want to follow her, we're going to teach her how to engage. She gonna get there, y'all, but she is new. So y'all be nice to her and follow her so she can get some more friends. TikTok gave me the flash goal of ice cream cones. TikTok is being nice today. No heart me's. Okay. And so she's our new friend. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Facebook was for young folks once upon a time. I love that. I love that. It was. It was. Absolutely. And here's the thing about TikTok. Let me just be clear about this, especially my new people in the room. The algorithm is designed to play mind games with you. And let me explain this. Thank you all for supporting that flash goal. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We need 2 more ice cream cones. We are almost there. I appreciate anybody in the room who wants to support and send an ice cream cone. It's 1 per person. That's how it works. Thank you for the populars. I appreciate it. So thank you so much, Glam. I appreciate you, friend. So here's what happens with the algorithm. It will fool you and it'll play a mind game with you. And you got to understand it for what it is and what it's worth. Okay? It's worth a lot. So if you understand the games that's being played and how you can use it in your favor, that's the beauty of this algorithm. Okay? So let me just explain that. So as you start watching content and engaging content, it's going to show you that in your For You feed, that type of content. Thank you so much, Mango. How you doing? Oh, thank you so much, Radiate. I think we just got that flash goal. Thank you for that, friend. Appreciate you. Hello. How you doing, Mango May? And so it's going to show you that stuff in your feed. Now, here's the mind trick it'll do. Thank you, friend. Here's the mind trick it'll do. You will think that that's the only content that you're seeing, and everybody else is producing that type of content. No. It's just because the algorithm is showing you what you told it you wanted to see. Many of us, I was just teasing yesterday and today with Trisha T. She's in the agency. She does cooking, and so she's like, "Yeah, this creator who does this trend about a dish that she's cooking. I'll talk about it in a second. She's like, yeah, she got a chokehold on the internet. Everybody, she doing all these viral videos. I ain't seen none of her videos because I don't see cooking. So I didn't know that that was even content out there because I don't watch cooking content. That's not my thing. Now she sent me the creator. I searched it up on his account and now I see it. Now I keep seeing it. But my point is that was not a thing for me. Thank you so much, Black Lotus. Appreciate it. So the algorithm would think that that's all you see. So when you think about our young folks, I just want to bring this back to the young folks. When you think about the young folks, they see the trending videos, they see the dance, and they see the sing, and they see all that stuff. So in their mind, TikTok is only that. That's what they're seeing. They're seeing all these super viral videos, all the trends, all that stuff. That's what they see. They don't see us. Hey, Coach Jesse, how you doing, friend? They don't see the spiritual motivational messages that's being sent out. They don't see the content where people is telling them about, making sure you take care of your mind, your body, your spirit. They don't see that content. They don't see the crocheters. They don't see the people who are giving the singing spiritual lip syncing videos. They don't see none of that. We see that. They don't see the artists. I see the Alice in the room. How you doing, friend? They don't see any of that. We see that. I see the TikTok tips. I see, the next big feature. I see all that. They don't see that. They don't know what's going on with this app. So that's not the content they see. So the algorithm will let you think that that's all the content in the world going on. So in the meantime, they're like, oh, why are you here? You should be on this app and all this stuff. So if you got family like that, then you want to make sure you are careful with how they are seeing your content, engaging with your content, because they're going to tell you your content is not good and don't do it and you look cringe and all the other stuff. At the end of the day, you're going to be new to this. You're going to grow. You're going to evolve. You're going to get better. And you start somewhere. Everybody has a beginning. Okay? Not everybody's good. And their perspective and barometer of good is not yours. Okay? So that was for you, Nettie. So I don't want you to be here thinking, oh, TikTok is not for me. Oh my gosh, TikTok. This is so I'm doing this all wrong. I'm cringe. You're learning. You're gonna continue to learn. Dimps Design, thank you so much for being here. So here's what I was saying. My friend came in and said, "Do I have to block my family?" I said, "Maybe." Glam said it for me. She said, "If they don't believe in your goals, you may have to, friend." I would say that. So wow, get on my mind. I get discouraged, but I'm good now. There we go, friend. Come on back if you ever need a pep talk. I'm here for the pep talks. Be blocked and blessed. I told my daughter, she is good for saying little stuff too. Cause she in her mind, she's like, "Why did you do this, mommy?" And then she realized TikTok pays me. She was like, "Well, wait a minute, TikTok paying you?" Like what? It's like, hey, don't sleep on TikTok. You can just get in the game. She's like, I didn't know that I was supposed to be doing. Yeah, and she has some viral videos. She has some viral videos and content. So she definitely could be doing it. But she's like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want my friends and all this. I was like, well, whatever. She has she's busy though, so I give her grace because she is busy. But yeah, they have all these other insecurities and preconceived notions about this app and not realizing that this app is evolving, it's changing. It's about making sure people grow and who are here and who are ready to engage and make the app money and make themselves money. That's what this is all about. You said I tried to go live earlier. It doesn't really work with the kids in the house. It doesn't work with the kids in the house. Oh, now you got to figure that out, Color and Jam. Surprise, surprise. Yes. Thanks for the pep talk. You are so welcome, friend. You said that part. I love it. Holly Q, how you doing, Holly Q? Holly Q, thank you, friend. You so sweet. Holly Q gave me a reading, y'all. I'm just gonna say I got a reading from Miss Holly Q, okay? Yep, the more I know more than my daughter. Yeah, yeah, we all do. I know I know more than mine. Mine is like, although I'm still jealous, I will say this about her. I've seen her post content a few times, and she literally would go, boop, 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 take a picture, put something, and then hit send. And she's done literally all of like 3 minutes, three, maybe five at tops. I was like, well, what did you just do? And she edited everything about it, transitions, all this stuff. And I'm like, what in the world? So, meanwhile, I'm like sliding stuff, cutting it, listening to it. No, okay, let me take that piece. Let me do. I was like, girl, I was like, I need you to edit my videos. What you doing? She's like, I got time for that, mommy. I said, it took you 5 minutes. But anyway, y'all, we gonna get through it. I gave up on asking for help. I try to do things on my own. Hey, Kim, come on in. Jim, I was gonna say this. I gotta go back to Hallicue, but I'm gonna say this. Thank you so much, Voice of Euro. I appreciate you, Kira. You're gonna have to get to the point. Nella, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. You're gonna have to get to the point where, with kids, because I got the 5-year-old. Y'all know. Y'all seen him go from 4 years old to 5. Now he's 5.5. Okay? Y'all done seen the transition. So I got him, and I got the older kids, the college age kids. So when I'm in this space, this is my office space. We're just gonna keep the camera here because I got to look a little messy right now. I gotta rearrange stuff. I pull stuff out and then put stuff back. So, but this is my space. When I'm in this room, literally the door is right there. Right there. When I'm in this room, he's not, now y'all have heard his voice come in, but he's not allowed to come in here. So this is mommy's space and mommy's time. And he is used to it now. He's so funny. He's like, oh, so you're about to go do your live? I was like, mommy has to go do her live. He's like, okay, you're about to do your live, okay. So he looks pitiful when he does that too. But so I've gotten him to the point where he understands and respects that mommy has to do her live. Now, when he's down there, he's typically with daddy, or his siblings, his older siblings, or so we're good. Or the times when my husband had to kind of leave, I'll make sure he has his TV or something like that, and he's able to kind of do his coloring. And I say, give mommy an hour, and I put the timer on, and those are the times where y'all might have heard him come up because I've kind of put myself on a clock or something. So. Hey Doc, I'm back. I've also changed my bio as well. Look at you, friend. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check it in a second. I love that. So just know that that's gonna be your evolution, where you kind of figure out how you claim your space and claim your time. I know that's hard. Believe me, it's everybody got to be on board. And that's the other thing about family, because we started this conversation off with family woes, and should you not follow your family or block your family or something like that. You got to get your family on board. They gotta support this, because this process, if you really want to engage in it fully, it is going to require you to allocate time. And time, you decide on what that time looks like. It may be an evolution of time where you're saying, okay, I'm going to start January going live for my hour a day, and that's it. Yes, I used to wait for their bedtime. I think I'll do that again. Yeah, that might be it. And obviously you need your own rest, so you have to figure out what does that look for you to do this. Like, I was actually thinking about that for my son. So when I started this at 4 o'clock, he's still at school. Then I switched it, then I added 10. He's still at school. And then in the evenings, you guys are hearing me say, when I get off my live, I'll say, oh, I have to go spend time with him. So he's home from school by the time I'm getting off my live. And then I'm spending a few hours with him, and then he's getting ready for bed. And so you guys usually will catch me like, 8:30, 9 o'clock, sometimes like that. Sometimes I'll get on earlier if I can, if there's some other stuff going on and I'm sitting there playing, cards with him, or I'm doing something. I have my earbud in and the phone's to the side and not my tapper's on. So y'all don't hear me as much, or I'm not as common as much because I got the tapper going for you. So there's little things like that I'll do, but I'm still present for him. So just little workarounds when I have to figure it out, but he's kind of adapted, to be honest with you, and so is my husband. It's hard carving out time and actual literal space for this version of us. Yes, but and to that point, we've done it. We've done it for a traditional 9 to 5. How you doing, China? How you doing, friend? We've done it for a traditional 9 to 5 all of our lives. That's the norm. People expect that. People respect that. People, hey, they realize you got to get up and go get that, go to work, or you're at your job and you're doing whatever you need to do. We've done that. And so this is now a reframing to a certain extent of what your part-time, however you want to say it, for me is my job, however you want to say it. This is how you're now showing up in this space. And now our families and other people around us, our support system, flexible thinking, absolutely have to shift too. Or we even have to shift. We got to kind of work through that transition, you know? And so I see this, for me, I see this as entrepreneurial mindset too, because I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this, then I need to make sure that I'm putting some time in up front to create the processes and the systems so that it can be successful. I can't think of this as, how I normally would work. And then honestly, that's what I do too. Like my normal 9 to 5 schedule, I will say, okay, here's some things I need to accomplish in that time frame. I need to, try to post some content. I fail sometimes on that. Go visit some of my creators that are live. Go live myself. Meet with people and do the one-on-ones. Do my other live. So those are things that I'm doing, and then carve out time to send out emails and some promote the campaigns and stuff like that. System things I have to set up. So I'm trying to treat it as if it's a job, as if I'm on a regular work schedule. And how do I do that? Now, some of that requires me to think about evening time, showing up a little bit virtually with you all, going to your live streams and supporting and answering questions and stuff. During the daytime, I try to allocate times where I could do meetings for you all and one-on-one. But yeah, it's that way you manage your time. Now, again, you don't have to do it the way I do it and the level I do it, because of the differences of how I'm showing up now than what I did in the beginning. But when I was just starting off, it's routines, it's all those things. I was saying 4 o'clock, here's what I'm doing. I'm live from 4, and at that point I was starting to go an hour, then 90 minutes, and then I got to 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours at the max. And then that time I would get off the live stream, I would go be with family. And that's how I worked. And then I would pop in on some lives throughout the day when I could and support people that way. He said, do what works for you. Absolutely, do what works for you. I love that. So, but you got to figure out what works for you. You got to talk to your family and see how you can make that make sense for everybody. But I've been able to carve it out in my household. Um, Kim K, you says, Mom, educator, custom gift bags, early learning books, crafts for homeschool kids. Look at you. Email below for inquiry. Girl, look at you. I love that. I love that. You did that. You did that bio. She said, let me work on this bio. I love it. You did it. Let's see. Did I miss a comment? Did you Sissy's here. Okay, thank you. See, I told you. Here. My sissy's here. Okay, Kim, you said apply to the agency as well. Did you? Okay, I'm gonna check in a second. Let me check. You said it's also part of showing up for ourselves. It is. I feel like humans, we're naturally afraid of change. Yes, we are. Nafis, how are you, friend? Yeah, it's hard. It's an adjustment we all are going to have to work through. Can I just say, I did not give Holly Q, I don't know if you're still here, friend. Holly Q gave me a reading, y'all. If y'all get a chance, go to Holly Q's room. Um, I don't know. Well, let me take that back. Halakir, I don't know if you do readings all the time. She says she does it on occasion, depending on what's happening. She's very thoughtful about when she does it. So message Halakir. Message her and ask about it. Ask about how to do it and when she does it. But that was so awesome, friend. I felt every bit of that. She said, because I asked the question, I'm turning 50 next year, in terms of allocating my time and energy, like what are some things I need to think about as I go into this next year? And so her reading was really thoughtful. It was based on the threes. It was based on the fact that you focused time as one pillar, energy as a second pillar, and now this third pillar is observation. So now that you've done that, how do you observe? How do you, and for me, observation is now making sure you are taking that information in so that you can make adjustments as needed. And so that's exactly what I've been doing and what I was thinking 2026 would look like, where there's some things I know I need to start doing, but I need to kind of observe and get a sense of what's happening here. And especially, you guys heard me tell you guys earlier, like, okay, we had a lot of people join the agency that have not gone live. And I do think that impacts my numbers in terms of my activated numbers. What is it called? Um, active active and inactive people. So I got to be careful about not having my inactive numbers too high. That means people who, oh, I'm gonna click and go live and join an agency and not show up. And so I got to be careful about what does that mean for the agency's ratios. And so because of that, I may have to be in a situation where I'm now looking at the numbers and purging some of those people who are not planning and intending to go live and haven't done it so far. So stuff like that. And then because of that, then I may need to now include a requirement. Like there are agencies that have requirements and there's those that don't. Those that don't, we're just picking up numbers. Well, picking up numbers isn't helpful if people are not going to actually be active. And so I'm helping people kind of think about this differently, so that if you're going to engage, it's something that you want to you should be able to do, and you should be mindful. What does it mean to properly start this journey, and add it as part of your plans. Um, so is there a requirement on live time because I do work full time? Is there a requirement? No, not for my agency, but TikTok wants you to go live. So it's going to be up to you in terms of how do you integrate this into your schedule. Um, you said it was amazing. You said you got one too. Did you get one? Thank you so much, Alec. I appreciate you. Without taking from yourself, I use phrases like, what will work for all of us? Ooh, I love that. What will work for all of us with your family? I love that. That's a great way of saying it. Absolutely. Let's see. I think you almost didn't ask a question. So glad you did. Say what did you say? To think you almost didn't ask a question. Oh, me when I was talking to Halaku. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Oh, yes. I was like, I'll just read it. How cute. I don't know if you saw that. I said just go with it. I don't know if you saw my first statement. Then I went back. I was like, well, maybe I should. Because Aliki was like, oh, she's our fearless leader. She's so great. And whatever. I was like, oh, well, maybe I should offer a question. I was like, she just gassed me up like that. I was like, well, let me think of a question. So I was like, well, What should I do? um, okay, so what did this tap tap mean? Oh, the tap tap. What did you see tap? Oh, hey Jamie Lee, how you doing? I was like, where did you see tap tap? Okay, okay, stay with me. Don't leave. Okay, Net, stay with me. Let me catch up on a few comments. I know there was a couple more comments that came in, and I'm going to explain engagement. There's engagement that you're doing. So you're commenting now. That's engagement. So we're going to talk about other ways to engage, okay? So I think that's what you're trying to understand. Um, Questions are so much better. Specific rules, specificity rules the day. Yes, it does, friend. Go live. Look at you guys. Go live. Yes, and it works. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. He's definitely going to help me speak about joining our agency differently. Yes, it will. I mean, it requires people to go live. I mean, that's the thing about TikTok. TikTok is measuring our performance from an agency perspective as much as they are measuring your performance when it comes to your go live and looking at your analytics and making sure you follow the community guidelines. So I recognize that. I hadn't been as focused on it, and so that's where I need to have a conversation with my point of contact just to make sure, am I not um, paying attention paying attention to something that I really should hone in on and get in front of. I think that's the question I have, because I don't want it to get out of hand. Because growth can happen, and maybe it's the way I talk about it moving forward. But growth can happen, but you don't want to have people constantly building on your numbers and your foundation, and the foundation's weak because you got so many people not going live. So that's the thing about it. I just got to be mindful of the numbers. And so if people want to join, in the beginning I was very open to letting a lot of people join, people who hadn't even really started a live journey yet. And so I need to probably purge a lot of those people because they weren't ready and not committed to the process, and recognizing that they need to work on themselves first before they come into an agency. And the agency is something that they want to be, serious about. So, you said I'll be back, right back. Okay, perfect. And so just recognizing that that's something I just want to be mindful of. So I'm going to have that conversation with her and let her look at the numbers and see, okay, is this time to purge, especially since we're about to hit 6 months? And then if so, I could probably extend it through the whole year and just not renew folks. That may be the way to do it. And just say, okay, unfortunately, I can't renew you because you didn't go live the whole year. or do it ahead of time. So I need to ask those type of questions. And then moving forward, just make sure people clearly know, like, this is not something you take lightly. And if you choose to take it lightly, then you don't need an agency. That's the other thing. You don't need one. How you doing, Sporty Melanated? We need people ready to get on the stage. Yeah, they got to be ready, friend. Absolutely. So tap tap tap. Let me explain that for you. Nettie, are you still here, friend? Let me know if you're still here. Those who are joining, I appreciate you all joining. If I missed you and I didn't say hello, I'm saying hello right now, friends. I appreciate everybody coming through. Yes. Okay. So what we talk about in TikTok world so is that there's free support, and there's support that you have to have coins on your account. So I'm going to have you take a peek around the room real quick. And if you scroll up and down, you'll see people with badges in front of their names. I forgot you said 2 p.m. today for us. I did say that, but you never came back to confirm. You didn't tell me. You said, I'll get back to you. I did. And I was available. I was. You just never came back to me. It was like, I'll get back to you. So, yeah. Let me know when you're available again. I know that's what I was saying. Okay. So Leah, let me know if you're available. Let me check. I think it's Wednesday now. Wednesday could work. So Nettie, there's free support. There's support where you need coins on your account. And when I was telling you to look in the chat, there are people who have badges next to their name. They have Lisa, and they have a blue box, and the blue box has a number in it. The number is your level of engagement. when you go to other people's lives. So that's the level of engagement. And then the Lisa is this hurt me where it says join. So they joined, they became a fan club member. You need coins for both of those boxes to get activated. So I'm going to talk about how to do that in a second, but I'm going to talk about free support first. By the way, do you have a time you need to leave and would like a reminder? You're so sweet. Yes. Yes, I do. I appreciate you, pals. Pal said, don't you have a time you gotta go? I do have to leave a little early. I won't be able to chat forever because today is my first date anniversary with my husband. I think it's 13 years. I meant to ask them that when I was on break, but I think it's been 13 years since our first date. So we celebrate it every year because it comes, 2 days after Christmas, so it's easy to remember. So we're able to remember the first date together. So time wise, hard stop 6 o'clock. Hard stop, maybe 5:45. But give me 5:45 reminder. That would be great. I'll try to pay attention. But yeah. So 5:45 reminder because I think we got to be out and I got to finish getting dressed. You said I love that. Happy anniversary. You do the same too. Do you really? Yeah. That was something we started. First marriage, we didn't do stuff like that. Not at all, y'all. No. It's two different people. Two different people. So I'm gonna say two different men, and I was two different people too. So we did not do stuff like that. Thank you so much, Sporty. So yeah, two different people. I was a different person at that time, and then obviously my husband now is totally different from my ex. So so yeah, so little things like celebrating milestones and stuff. You know what? I'll say something. Just in digressing a little bit. Because my husband and I came from prior marriages that ended kind of devastatingly ish. His more than mine. And so just recognizing that we've had that type of experience in a first marriage, when we came together for the second marriage, we were very thoughtful about focusing on each other, the partner. And so I think that's why we honed in on recognizing that particular first date and continue to recognize it. So that's like a quick abbreviated version. There's a whole lot to unpack there, but at the same time, I think that was just where we were at in our lives too, where we were having the emotional intelligence to say, this is important. and ideally having the present of mind to say this person is important, that we want to recognize and remember that too. Oh, I am learning something. You're so funny. So yeah, so long story short, we celebrate the first date. We got married twice. We got legally married and we had a cruise wedding. So we call it the cruise anniversary. So the cruise anniversary is November. So we celebrate the cruise anniversary and then we celebrate the actual legal wedding date too, our wedding anniversary. So we have three events that we do each year where it's like we're celebrating each other in the marriage, the relationship rather. So yeah. Anyway, so that's that. So coins. So coins. And then we talk about free support. Okay, so we say in TikTok world that this is not television. Okay, this is not TV. We're here, we're engaging. I jokingly say when you come into someone's live, you entered a relationship. I just talked about relationships. So you're thinking about being thoughtful, being present, being supportive, and there's ways you can support. Okay, you as a viewer, you're entering a relationship. I tease and say that it's a threesome. Okay, it's a threesome because it's you as in you, me as the live host, and you are the viewer. So the viewer, the live host, and then TikTok. So the three of us, we're working together. Okay, and so because of that, you're coming into a live stream and you're asking people to engage and support and understand. You're getting to know people. Thank you for the FYPs, Minaj and TikTok. You know what? That's exactly what it is. You taking your finger and you don't get to tapping. All stuff. Hey Cheryl. So, but as you can tell, there's a couple things I'm doing. I'm recognizing people in my chat. I'm recognizing all that. You gotta pay attention to your chat. We had a whole live stream. I even posted content from that, y'all. That chat, that comments, the people who are engaging are so important to how this moves. Okay, so there are real people behind that screen, real people liking your live, like Radiate, like Sporty. There are people like my backup account. My backup account popped up. And so there are people actually doing that support by tapping. So you said what was the tap tap taps? Tap tap taps are when you literally take your finger and you tap the screen. The people say tapping is clapping. That's like you sending hearts. You're clapping on the screen. You're literally touching the screen and tapping on the screen. Okay? It's just that simple. When you tap, I want you to do it. You all, I broke my tapper. Oh, really? And then you can have a tapper. That's what's on my phone. You can actually have a tapper. You can actually have a tapper that taps for you. So we'll talk. Well, let me show you real quick because it's tapping so you can see what I'm saying. So this tapper is tapping little hearts. As it taps those hearts, let me show you. Let me stop tapping for a second. It's going to show confetti. Okay, it shows how many likes in. But let's start over. Let me show this for Nettie. So she is new here. Okay, so I'll flip my screen so you can see it in real time. Okay, so we're tapping here. I'm going to turn it back on. It's tapping. So the same thing I could do if I was tapping my own screen. Double tapping. See those taps? But it taps and brings that tap, and then the line crawls across, a heart pops up. And so when I said you tap your screen, you literally do tap the screen. You see all those hearts? That's from me tapping. And then if I stop tapping, confetti falls on the screen. It tells me I sent 278 taps. If I tap by myself, I don't need the tapper. That's what happens. It's tapping, tapping, tapping. And as I continue to tap, you see that pink heart that popped up at the top. Okay? And that line is going to crawl across. Okay, got it. Yep. And so that's what the taps are. So you're sending taps. So if you were tapping, let me check real quick because I could see you sent 14 comments and you tapped one time, Natty. I'm just saying you tapped one time. Tap a little bit more, friend. Just tap one more, just a couple more times, just a couple more. But as you tap, it helps to push out the live TikTok. So it helps TikTok know you're here. It helps to activate the live. Those hearts there will show up. And so you'll hear people say, you said no, no tap shaming. No tap shaming. I was like, I showed you about tapping. You should have had at least 50. What? So when you're tapping, you're clapping. Okay. So then you're like, okay, let me tap for her. Let me get, and you'll hear people say tap to the confetti because you know that confetti falls on the screen. You'll hear people say, oh, let's get to 50K likes, 100K likes. And so all that is part of how the room is being activated. People who are fan club members, and then if you have a backup account like I have over here, you can turn on your tapper. That helps to activate things a little bit too. So all that is important. TikTok actually puts it when you first start a live stream. I don't know if y'all noticed this. It says more likes will bring more people in, something along those lines. Pay attention the next time you start your live stream. See what pops up in that thread. And so you can tap your own screen. Okay, you should be tapping your own screen. You want to engage and tap that way. So that's going to help with more engagement in your room. Okay, so taps is likes. If you hear the word likes or taps, those are the same thing. Okay, that means that you're liking the live. Okay, sharing the live is another thing that people want to see. Sharing the live here. Let me say this real quick. This is for you, Nettie. If you click the number, tap the number of people in the room. Just click that number up top, the 17. When you click, you see the top viewers in the room. And so Black Lotus, Voice Guru, Radiate, Pals, Glam, Allison, and then it goes on down. So you'll see all the people there. There's a question mark. I always point to that question mark. If you click that question mark, it actually says what I'm talking about now. So TikTok has all these little goose eggs of information that is in the live. So you do want to read it. You do want to understand a little bit more about what's there. Sometimes people will interpret or misinterpret things. So you got to be careful, but I usually point it out so you can read it yourself. Okay. So that you know exactly what's happening as you're in this live from a viewer perspective. That's one source of information. Literally, Daily Heart Me has a question mark. Gold box over here, gift gallery, that has a question mark. There are question marks embedded in almost everything you touch on the screen. You can find a question mark for it. How you doing, Dr. Duchess? Thank you so much for being here. So as you see in the corner, there is the arrow that you can press. That arrow in the bottom corner is how you share out the live. As a live host, you want to share your live out. You can add it to your stories. You can share it to your top followers, to any group chats. And then as a viewer, you want to share the live out. That's another way to support because that brings your followers, your community, you're inviting them to this experience as well. So when you have more people sharing out your live, that's how you expand your network, because now those people are sharing it out to their people, and then those people come in and they share it out to their people, and then those people come in and they share out, so that's how growth happens. So sharing is critical for your live stream. I will invite you all to share out this live. Okay. So if you don't mind sharing it out, you can share it and add it to your story. You can also, again, you can also repost it as well as send it to group chats and stuff like that. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all sharing out the live. Thank you so much. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you all. So, and then the comments. Let's talk about comments real quick because Nettie, you have put in, I think it was 14 comments. So all that information is tracked. Everything you do here, which I like. I have to admit that, y'all. I like it. Unlike the YT, you don't know who's watching you. I got 7 people watching me, and only a few are putting comments in. And so, and their comments typically aren't relevant to the live stream. So it's a different experience, totally different experience. So I will say, you want to put comments in because again, that helps to support the live stream. If you are tapping, you can't comment at the same time. So it's usually one or the other. So comments to me are really good because it kind of helps things keep moving. We're talking about live streaming on TikTok in particular. And so as you go into the comment box, there's a red, not red. There's a grayed out heart. If you click that heart, that's where you can get the fan club stickers. You can put stickers in, that's a comment. If you are looking to grow as a new viewer, you always want to connect with people when you're in a live. You can say, you can click their photo, there's an @ symbol, you can @ them that way and send them a quick message. Whenever you @ somebody, where's the @ in their name, you got to put a comment because that's called dry tag. And if you don't, and that can get you in trouble with TikTok where they will, you could potentially get blocked from being able to engage. Okay. Thank you so much. How you doing, Tima? Thank you so much for being here, grabbing that Daily Heart Me. Appreciate you, friend. So, as we are, let's see. Eugene, how you doing? Kim K. I checked Kim K. You got to go live, friend. You got to do those first lives. You got to do those first 3 lives so you can get live access. You don't have enough live time. So I can't invite you until you've gone live 3 times. I learned so much in just a little bit of time. You are welcome, friend. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. So you are catching my 4 o'clock live. Thank you so much for the populars. I appreciate you. So you're catching my 4 o'clock time. I have a question about a restriction. Tell me, what I know you mentioned that restriction. Tell me more about it. Let me know. Do you want to chat about it? I haven't gone live this month enough. Okay, we'll do. Okay, yes. So once you go live, you come back. If you do those first 3 lives, since this application is in, it expires in 7 days. If you do your 3 in the next 7 days, come back, let me know, and I'll accept you. Okay. So that's the one thing that's holding you back, and you got to keep going live. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Glam, let me know what did you want to talk about, Fred? You gonna write it or do you want to share? And then we originally started this conversation because okay, got it. I'll go live today at 7 for 30 minutes. Perfect. That's good. Do that for the next 3 days. Yep, that'd be great. You're welcome, friend. Pals, let me know. Did I answer your question? We started this live off earlier with Pal's question. She was asking about, engagement, and when she was thinking about, she was sneakily, for lack of a better word. This is her word, not mine. I don't know if you used the word sneakily, but that's what it was. She was going live at a time where it was super early, where nobody should have been around, and she was trying to talk to her cohort. And she wanted to talk to people who were not necessarily her regular folks. She was trying to talk to new folks, and that's kind of how we kind of segued into your family not being, not people you necessarily want to follow. Because Nettie asked that question, but I want to circle back. She sure was on early. Y'all saw her. I told her I saw her too. I saw her on the screen, but I didn't get a chance to circle back because I saw her on the screen. I was scrolling on my phone. You know, you wake up, you see your phone. I went on the agency page and I saw her. I was like, look at the house. And she had a guest up. She had somebody she was talking to. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was going to circle back and I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, so she was doing this, y'all. But her point was she was doing it in a way that she wanted to like make it so that her page or her topic for her live stream would now focus on her cohort she's trying to cultivate and her topic. And I said, at some point, you're probably going to have to let people know, whether it's using your board or verbalizing it, saying, okay, here's the topic of my live. I'm not talking about the co-worker session right now, or I'm not talking about my other topics. I'm talking about this. And I gave the example of Coach Jesse being someone who is now making a pivot and redoing her live stream so that she's talking to her target audience about her services, her digital products, that type of support. And so that takes time because people came for one reason and was looking for um, you know her casual conversations or her conversations that was focused on you know trauma and other support for women. Now she's saying, okay, I'm just still doing support and I'm still touching on those topics, but I'm also doing this other piece too. So I think that takes time to let people know what you're doing and how do you address that with them. And so I would say you might have to tell people, you might have to tell your friends. Thank you, Eugene, for the populars. Appreciate your friend. Yeah, you might have to tell people as a way to kind of let them know. And I think I appreciate Coach Jessie saying, here's what my topic's about. And she's telling people. And so people know that she's in the midst of this pivot. I know Janine's about to do a similar type pivot where she wants to make sure she's talking to a specific audience as well. And so sometimes those pivots are needed, and verbalizing it to your community is also needed. You do need to say something. Now, there's some things you can do to kind of promote it. You definitely want to reflect that in your content and let people know, here's my new topic. Coach Jesse's been doing that lately. So you're literally letting people know, like, here's the focus as of late. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to do this on YT. I mean, I'm too easily distracted. Could you do it on YT? You know, YT, no offense, YT people. You know, I'm talking about them right in front of their face. No offense to y'all, not y'all. But y'all different. Y'all are different. So the YT people, you know, you could start there. I mean, you could start. Why not? Start. It's going to be crickets. We know YT people. You said, if not ducked, why duck shaped? Right. Um, and so you gotta kind of from here you just gotta make a choice, a conscious choice that you're gonna be practicing your messaging. Here you at least have people in the room that are listening, people that potentially will engage back. Were there people in your room this morning that were non friends, non community folks? Were they new people in the room? I don't know which screen to look at. We need to ban the word stray cat, stray. No, there wasn't. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I think you need to work on your messaging and your content too, so that you can kind of start making that part of your messaging to that target audience. I think that would help. I'm sorry, something came up. So I think that would help you. That would help, certainly help. Just the way you're messaging it, so people know that this is your content focus. Um, all right, friends. Glam, I never saw your comment. Are you still in the room? I never saw your comment, but I also got caught up in talking casually. That was on me. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. You don't have to be specific about who you're talking to, especially in the beginning. So you know. I'm training my algorithm in room. That's it. Yep. Glam, I didn't see your comment. I'm pinning your comment, Coach Jesse. You said yes. You said you had a question. You never gave me your question. I also think that early on a weekend is such a different thing than weekday, so they may be impacted. That may be an impact. She's basically saying weekdays versus weekends. You got to think about as well. Yeah, that's true. I would agree with that. The only thing I will say about weekends, and I'm a fan of the weekends. Weekends, depending on what the topic is, what the audience, who she's talking to, it could work in her favor. So going live, that might have been too early. Your time of day might have been too early too, depending on when your target audience wakes up. So that could have been it as well. But um, the time though, yeah, yeah, the time of day she did it, yeah, that was probably way too early. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I think we're saying the same thing. The time could have been too early. You thought people would be on Saturday morning? Girl, Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning. Our West Coast folks, that was like 3 o'clock in the morning for them. I don't think so, friend. I think that might have been too early. That might have been too early for them. Too early for all of them. So 9 o'clock could have worked. Maybe 8. 6 might be too early. 9 a.m. is a sweet spot on Saturday. Okay, there we go. She said 9 o'clock. That's what Leanne says. Yep. I expected my friends to be. You said you expected your friends to be asleep. Well, your friends will sleep in your target audience. They both asleep. Well, your friends though they were early risers, so they are your friends. You're early riser. So I'm just saying, your friends and other people. But your friends are a reflection of you. So if you're an early riser, they're probably early risers too. So yeah, Pals is never is never a sleeper. She isn't. So that's exactly what happened. Your friends was awake because you were awake, and everybody else was asleep. Your target audience was asleep. So yeah, you gotta have to rethink that. Not easy riser, not going to sleep. Restrictions. Restrictions. Okay, Glam, what let's chat about it because I want to make sure I understand. Um because you said your restriction that you got the other day had to do with talking about Christmas presents. Oh, this is the new look. Hey friend.
I'm sorry if you heard that. That's the page I'm moderating, so I just turned her down right quick.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't hear it.
Hi, Dr. Lisa. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. How you doing, girl?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I got two questions. So you know I moved up to C5, right?
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Play the womp womp sound.
No, we clapping.
No, do not clap. Okay. So remember I kept saying I didn't want to move up in the league thing, right? Since I've been there, I have gotten 3 restrictions, and I was like, this is where I didn't want to move up.
So you think it's all correlated?
I do. I really do. So remember I had got those few restrictions before, but it was stuff that I didn't understand. So the stuff that they're saying now, it's like, oh, you did this and you did that. And I was like, I didn't do nothing. Like I literally did not do that, but they did not approve the appeal for the two things. They said I was manipulating gifts.
Yeah,
I'll
you
be the
mentioned
person
that.
telling, huh?
You mentioned that about the Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I'm like, I be telling people that I don't want you to send me gifts. So how am I manipulating the audience? I don't know what they're talking about. So it was that, but I kind of want to know what's the difference. So when they send you a restriction, they're making it like, this is a bad thing, whatever, whatever. So I'm like, is the restrictions in equal with the violation? Because I got a restriction yesterday, or this morning actually, after my night live. I had scheduled a live event
Mm-hmm.
to start at 1:30
Okay.
today. I was still on my night live because I was talking to someone. And so I didn't realize it was getting close to that 1:30. It was like probably 1:29 or something. So when I looked at the phone, I was like, oh shoot, I gotta stop it. But before I could, click off to restart, the thing popped up and was like, you're restricted because you're not supposed to play music and singing when you have an event live. And I said, first of all, why would you mesh the two together? What y'all should have did was sent me a notice saying your event live starts in a few minutes. So you probably want to end this live so that you can start with the event that that you planned, instead of just running it together when it clearly was a different live, because it was, oh my goodness. And I just looked at the screen and I was almost throwing my phone in the garbage disposal. Like, I'm getting sick of this.
So yeah. So you're able to start a new event live. So when you say event live, you're just saying you just scheduled a live event, but was there something special about it? Was it a shop live? Was it?
No, it was, so you can make, and see, this is something that I don't think I saw this before, but I do kind of remember my brother telling me about it. So I'm wondering if they just gave me access to this because I'm now in C5, but it said you can charge people to come to your live.
Yeah. You got that feature. Okay, so this was a paid event. Okay,
Yeah.
so you
I don't
set it
remember
up.
seeing that anywhere in there ever when I tried to create an event.
Oh
I
really?
never saw that. Yeah. So I did it as a trial. So I never got to do it because, like I said, while I was still on the voice chat live, it just kind of like put the event on, like, in there with that. And I was like, that's dumb. It's not even the same thing because the event that I scheduled was about some stuff that I was going to be teaching. But like I said, I did it just to see how it was going to go, how it worked, just to test. I'm always testing stuff. And I was just like, and there was no way for me to appeal that restriction. When I got off the live, it was just like, yeah, it said it in that where it says congratulations and all of that, but it did have that little red triangle, and it was like, it told me the same thing that it said that popped up on the screen, but it didn't have a way for you to appeal it.
So yeah, you never had these four options. The last one is the
Let me see
exclusive.
that. What that say?
Let me flip the screen. So create
Okay, so it's regular live, shoppable live, multi-guest.
an exclusive
No,
event.
I have never seen that. Where did you click that at?
This is the way you schedule a live event. It's telling me to discard this. Let me start over. So I'm on my shop page. I did TikTok Studio. I'm going to come to the live side. I'm scrolling down to tools and resources. I'm hitting live event. Under live event, you create a new event.
That's funny. I think I might have did that one time since I've been on TikTok. And
so how did you schedule a live event?
That's what I'm saying. It didn't come from there. I got to kind of show you. Oh my goodness, I gotta remember where I got that from. So actually, I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. So after my live yesterday, because I did like almost every filter, like every so often I'll go through every filter and just people are coming in and they're like, oh, so that brings a lot of engagement to my room.
Did you do it from the homepage or you just went to live event here?
No. So when I got off the live, in the where it shows you the congratulations screen, and then it's like you can do these highlights.
Yeah.
So I was in the highlights section. So when I clicked the video that I was using to for the highlight, it said it said that I could add a link to the highlight. And I was just like, where did that come from? Because I had never saw that before. So then that was something that kind of like popped up. So then when I went down, it was like, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. And it wasn't the same as those. I have to go back and go through it and now kind of like screen record so I could see exactly what it took me through. But yeah, so I clicked on it because I was like, oh, it's an option. Let's see what it does. How does it work out? Whatever. And then this is what you do. This is what you do with me. So yeah, I was just like, that sucks. The music I had on was the TikTok music. It was what was in the little music symbol. It wasn't something I had playing on the outside, So I was just like, why wouldn't you tell me that? Okay, if you're gonna schedule this event, you can't have music because I read everything. So it didn't say anything about that when I scheduled the event.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I know you can't have music for shoppable lives. I've never done an exclusive live event, so I guess I never thought about, is that something you can have music for either? But yeah, so I didn't know that. So I know you can't do it for shoppable lives. Did you do it while you're about to post? What do you mean? Did you do it while you're about to post? You're asking Glam that? I don't understand the question, Jesse. Did you do it while you were about to post? When did you do it? I think she's talking about the highlight video. Were you about to post? Glam. A live event.
Yeah, I was editing it.
You were editing?
I was editing it, yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming she's assuming that might have been part of the issue. I think the issue is that you successfully scheduled the live event. You just didn't know the rule was that you can have music for a live event. And then
that's the thing, but I had already, so when I scheduled that, I was already on live before that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know. I know there's a 10-minute rule for when the live event starts. I didn't know they merged into each other. So that is new. Yeah, it must have merged.
Put the event on top of what I'm already doing instead of just saying your live event starts soon. And I was looking at the screen, so they didn't send me a notification. I was just like, wow, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I didn't know they would merge. But I guess I get it, but I didn't know that happens. Because
that wouldn't make sense though, because so would it just kick everybody in the live out because they didn't pay to attend? Like, that's why I don't get that. I'm like, where's that come? How's that? That doesn't make any sense. Because I also turned off that people can view the 60 seconds of the live. I turned that off.
Okay.
So that would have made it where who would have ever been inside the live with me at the time, would they have gotten booted out?
Because it would have. Because when you think about if I schedule a super fan live right now, it puts a message up saying this live is only for super fans. So they would have got booted.
So the people who aren't super fans, it will push them out?
Yep.
Wow, that's rude. Yeah. No, like for real. Because I don't want my friends to be getting pushed out of the room.
If I started a super fan,
like, what are you doing?
If I started a super fan right now,
how come I can't see you?
They don't see nothing. They just get a message and they can see the chat, but they don't see anything else. But yes, that they get a message that says this is super fan only. You got to become a super fan if you want to be a part of it. Yes, they get booted out.
Oh my gosh, they need to fix that. TikTok, you hear me talking?
He said that's rude.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's so irritating. I'm like, I don't want the restrictions, bro. Like, I ain't even doing that. But whatever. Because I was like, it would have been better if you had popped up a warning saying you need to end this live now because you can't do this. Don't give me a restriction on top like I did this before. And I'm just like, I don't care what y'all say. I'm just going to keep doing it. So.
Yeah. I said that, Jesse, you said they probably too, you get that 10 notifications before the event. Who did you get notifications in your inbox, your system notifications? Did you get anything? Hey, Karen,
how would you see that if you're online?
You wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see it. No, you wouldn't see it. They are getting a teaser to encourage them to pay.
Yeah. There was nothing in there, so.
Yeah, Carol just saying that they get that message as almost like a way to say you can become a super fan if you want this benefit. So that's what the super fan one is about. But yeah,
But that one is not super fan though. What
No,
I
it's
did
not.
wasn't a super fan. It was for anybody who wanted to. Yeah, it is not a subscription. You don't pay this every time to view the live. No,
Well, it was a paid event, so people who were paying for the event would have been able to join and attend, and people who weren't paid at the time, they would have received a notification, I would assume, to say this is a paid event.
Yeah.
Okay. And they would have gotten that on the screen.
Yeah, they should have a lag in between that though. I don't think that's cool to just be like, sorry, you have lost your access. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it is I'm thinking with the super fans, they get a preview, and if you cut that preview off, they get a 60-second preview. But if you turn that feature off, they get nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's only. So the other people that's not a super fan get the preview, right? Because I've seen that before. When I go to people's live, it'll do the 60-second. I didn't notice at the time, but then it will say something about that, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not okay. Well, I didn't get the preview enough because 60 seconds is not enough for me to decide whether I want to spend $10 with you. Sorry, but yeah. So that part, and then I had one other thing I was going to ask you about today.
So what happened? What ended up happening? Did you do the live or no?
No, I deleted the live. I mean, I turned off my live because they gave me that restriction, and I didn't. It was just an 8-hour. It was on for 8 hours, and I was like, nobody's coming, so I went from like 90 to 94, but that took like 7 minutes, and I was like, I'm not about to wait that many minutes for it to send out. So I was like, it's just too long, so I just ended it. But the other thing I was gonna ask was when you oh crap, I knew that was gonna happen. Why does it always happen? Sheesh. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Dang it. I don't remember. I should have wrote it down. It has something to do with the live. Oh, it has something to do with the goal. No, what's it called? The hit. Wait, what are you calling it? What is it called, Dr. Lisa?
What's that? Which one?
The challenge. What is it called for us?
Right here, the agency challenge, the Diamond Dash. Yeah, the Diamond
Dash. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, is that based on your coins?
It is based on the diamonds.
How many diamonds you receive?
It's based on two factors.
For that time period?
Yeah, it's based on two factors: the diamonds that you receive, and then the matches that you've done, that you've gotten diamonds for. So you get.
So when you do the match, you get 2 times
the points. Mm-hmm.
It'll count 2 times. Okay.
And then what I'm gonna do for January is, I have to kind of go look in the system to see what my options are, but there'll definitely be something based on how many minutes you've gone live. So that'll be a new factor, along with the diamonds. The diamonds will probably always be a factor, but also.
So it's going to be both of those together?
Yes.
Okay, so not one like minutes, because you already know I'm going to win that one, but
it's the combination. You're so funny.
Okay, it's the combination.
It's the combination. So yeah, TikTok.
People are like, what do you be doing at night? I be trying to talk to you and you don't say anything. I'm like, I be minding my business. What you be doing?
So yeah, so it'll be the combination, and we'll see. We're gonna have some way out points. When it comes to people like you who go live a lot throughout the day, and then you do the voice chats and stuff. Have you been doing the voice chats as much? You haven't been doing them as much.
Oh no, I've been doing them. I missed one night.
Oh,
only because I fell asleep and I was in the middle of doing it. I woke up and looked at my phone and it was dead. I was like, well, that worked out. I was so tired. I think I stayed up to like 5:30 or something. It was crazy.
So you're but no, you've grown quite a bit. So I know you're saying this because of the C League or your growth. You definitely need to be, it definitely, I don't think it's a factor per se.
I think because they're paying more attention to me now.
I think that's
Once I hit that certain dollar, they were like, oh, what are you doing in there?
Yeah. So yeah, you gotta be mindful of what's happening. So you know, when you made the comment earlier, I think Holly Q as well as Jesse, they made a comment about, okay, not that you were asking for gifts, but I think it's almost like maybe it was like reverse psychology, like you're saying, and not that you were doing this. I'm not saying you're doing this, but TikTok was like, well, wait a minute, that's you're making it sound like you don't want them, and so now they're gonna give them.
You
So
know what? They better go on with that because that's not definitely not what I'm doing.
so
I just like y'all can do what y'all want to do, but I'm just saying it's not necessary. You know, that's what I say. But
yeah.
I think so. It wasn't even. I don't even think that was it because on that particular live we were talking about my giveaway, so we weren't talking about the particular things that they send. We weren't talking about that.
Oh, the
Yeah,
giveaway. Oh, you gotta be
yeah,
careful. You gotta be careful with that language.
yeah. So I wonder. That's why I said I
It
don't
was
think
the
it was.
giveaway conversation.
Yeah.
It was that. You can't say that language. Because I think, if I recall correctly, and it's written too, but I believe Nika even said it. She called it a love away. She called it something else because you can't say that word. You can't say giveaway word. Like, that's.
Well, God forbid I have an open heart to do this. What in the world?
Yeah. It's yeah, that's a no word. Like they
That's what
don't
I'm
like
saying.
it.
So I do believe that they're paying more attention to me now because I hit that C5. Because you know, from December 12th all the way up until Christmas, I was saying that word with no problems. I've been saying it the whole time. And you know, I've been alive just the same amount of time. So it's not like I went live more and then it's all of a sudden they just. So I know it has something to do with it. I'm sticking to what I'm saying.
No, it is. I mean, they're watching. They watching.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
I'm like, well, at this point, I'm like, maybe I should just start another page because I just have that song in my head. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
They're watching you. They are. They are.
I have no privacy.
They gonna watch you on the next one too.
They probably watching me right now.
Right. That's what to say. They gonna keep watching you. And
no worries. I guess because I'm like the word person, so I don't like words that don't make sense to me if they're not real words. I mean, even though I make up words, so I guess that kind of okay. Let's just erase all of that. Never mind, because I'll be making up words because I say I can make a word. So just forget that. I don't know where I was going. I don't know where I was going. That's crazy. So we can talk about the other stuff that we were going to talk about at 2:00. When you said on Wednesday or whatever, but I needed to know that about the challenge. That was like really why I came up here because I was like, I need to make sure because I don't want to,
it's gonna be put out by tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna put it out there since we're not meeting as an agency
No, I
tomorrow.
mean about the current one.
Oh, the current one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
In
are.
January, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that because I got a lot of stuff to do that has to do with other people and birthdays, and it's gonna be a lot going on with that.
You just
Even if I just put it on and put the voice chat on and be like, "Hey y'all,
exactly.
Okay, gotta go."
Play some music. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what you know. I'm not gonna be as engaged in the live.
You just won't be able to do your 18 hours. So that's not what you're telling me. Oh, I won't be able to do 18 hours.
I got my calendar on my kitchen wall. It's a dry erase calendar, and I was like erasing. I'm like, I'm gonna break the eraser's gonna fall off because I'm erasing and changing what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to fill this calendar in. My coach was like, you need to plan 30 days ahead. So I'm still trying to get that January calendar filled out.
All right.
There's that.
All right. All right, friend. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any other questions. Okay.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Bye bye. Charmaine, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And then Coach Chantel, you asked the question about battles for the end of the year. So far, I only have 3 that are still pending. Let me say that. Let me take that back. There's a total of 4. Well, technically there's 5. So Pure Intentions. Anybody in the room right now, I meant to ask her. Anybody doing her box battle that's tomorrow? She's doing a box battle at noon. So that is Pure Intentions box battle at noon. Anybody in the agency participating in that, let us know. And that's for Pure Intentions, her box battle that she's hosting. She's hosting a box battle. And then there is for the end of the year, Coach Chantel, you know what? I'm looking at you now, friend. I'm going to add you to my list. I'm doing my homework tomorrow to put all the people on the 31st. So we got you on the 31st. We got Janine on the 31st. We got Dr. Trish on the 31st. And we got Miss Jessie on the 31st. So that's 4 people who are trying to do battles on the 31st. Currently, and I'll talk about the times. Well, let me talk about it now. It looks like you're looking at a time that is around 5 p.m. Eastern. Let me see if I can make that happen. Or 9 p.m. Eastern. So we'll do 5 or 9. So that works. Dr. Trish was looking at 7 p.m. Coach Jessie is probably going to be around 7:30. And then Janine is going to be around 8. 7 o'clock Central. Okay, that's good. 7 o'clock Central. I got to remember that. I got to remember to say that. 7 o'clock Central. I think everybody is Eastern. 7 o'clock Central. So you're 8 o'clock Eastern. I got to say Eastern time for the other group. So that's fine. I'll make sure I say 8 o'clock Eastern for you. 8 o'clock Eastern. And then let me look at Janine. I'll look at Janine's and I'll tell you what time she gave. She gave me a range. So I'll try to make it where everybody is different times, more than likely, so we don't have people going at the same time. So let me look at the time slots. Let me look at what's options that are available. And then Sarah the Junk Journaler is tomorrow. She's tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern for her. Okay. So that is the time. 8:30 Eastern is tomorrow. She's doing a box battle if you guys want to go and support her. So she'll be doing that. I guess I need to remind her to promote it. Do a schedule a live event and share it in the group chat so that people know what's happening. But she's doing hers tomorrow. And then I will get everybody else confirmed. Ideally, you'll get confirmed. If not by tomorrow, maybe by Monday. I just got to wait for people to get back to me. Okay. I'm learning and watching. Charmaine, you are welcome, friend. Appreciate you. I can do anywhere between. Oh, you can do anywhere between 5 and 9. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. So okay, I'll try to make it so that it straddles the other ones, so that again we don't have overlaps. Okay. So let me know, Charmaine, let me know, have you gone live? Do you have any questions? Let us know when you are going live as well. Charmaine is new to the agency. Let us know when you're going live. And so what you guys heard me talk about with Glam a little while ago is that and y'all been teasing me. I've been in y'all lives. I've been in y'all lives. When y'all been teasing me, talking about, Doc want us to go every day in January. I heard we gotta go every day. I probably won't be live until tomorrow on Monday. Okay. But every day in January, we're going live. Every day we're gonna have a campaign. The campaign box is over here. We will have a campaign, and we're gonna be going live every day. Okay. I was like, how we get to every day? Well, it's a campaign. Every day we hustling. Exactly. Where do we sign up? Look at you. Look at you, Charlene. She said, where we sign up at? I'm going to have it for y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, the sign up is going to go out, okay? I figured out my first day, November. Oh, did you? November 10th. Okay, cool. I like that. So keep that anniversary date. November 10th. Oh, thank you. Look at you. Sakuri, Corgi. That was cute. Every day for an hour, a minimum of an hour. We're doing if you got to do the absolute minimum, that's 30 minutes or 25 minutes. That's TikTok language. 25 minutes is TikToks, but agency, we say an hour. We're going to say an hour. I thought it was a lot earlier, but I guess not. Gotcha. All right. You thought it was a lot earlier. Well, you started in October, but maybe, October you did go live quite a bit, but maybe you had a pause. Did you have a pause between October and some days in October and November? I think you did. Okay, I may be able to do 30 minutes. Okay, that's fine. 30 minutes. I'm not gonna hurt you. Not, that ain't a bad thing. I do gotta check though. Because I think the way the system is set up, it will track by the minutes. But we'll see. We'll see. I went a lot in October, but I missed a couple days here and there. Gotcha. That's what I thought. I thought you were pretty consistent, and then it kind of fell off, huh? But that's okay. You did great, Fred. Lee Ann, you got a nice community. You going live again tonight. Who else is going live? I'm about to get off shortly. But who else is going live? I struggle doing more than 30 minutes. Do you really? You could always invite guests. Invite some guests up. Yeah. Ask people to come on up and join you. Just got off my live a bit ago. Did you? Okay. Yeah, invite guests. I don't want you guys to miss thank you so much, Piles. I'm about to get off shortly. Piles said it's 5:45. Thank you, friend. Yeah. Oh, happy anniversary. You guys are so sweet. Y'all, look at you, Coach Chantel. I appreciate you, friend. Got people on their yeah, time away. I love it. They will yap the time away. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. So it's not a bad idea to have some guests come up, support in that way. Mrs. Treetop, hello, hello. Welcome to the live. I'm gonna be heading off shortly. People tend to leave when I bring up guests. Do that. You know what? Um, I'm I'm going. What'd you say? I'm going at 6 p.m. Central. You going live tonight? Today at 6 p.m. Central. That's E-Nurse. E-Nurse is going live. Anybody else going live? Hello again. Oh, it's your anniversary. This is my first date anniversary. You missed my digressing a little while ago, but yes, this is my first date anniversary. So yeah, it's anniversary. I gave you diamonds for your anniversary, and you're not even my girl. Thank you, Black Lotus. I need him to get me some diamonds. Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. How you doing, Jean? Appreciate your friend. Black Lotus cracks me up. She does. She said, "You're not even my girl, and I gave you diamonds." I appreciate it, friend. It was the best diamond I've ever received, too. He said, "Sorry, I can't respond." Thank you. No problem. You wrote to me today. Did I write to you today? I didn't, friend. I didn't. That was an imposter. It wasn't me. Jean, it was a fake account. Sorry, no problem. Delete the account and maybe report it. It wasn't me. Sorry, Jean. I'm sorry. It wasn't me, though. The imposters out there. I'm doing the official campaign battles tonight, counting down the days until it ends. You so funny. I see, no problem. Yeah, I have the fake accounts are out there. They're looking. You said, "Wow." Gene, it wasn't me. It wasn't, friend. The fake accounts, they do me dirty. With reaching out to folks. It is not me. I have some friends who do what they call a quadcast, where it's four people talking on a subject. Yes, that's a good one. I like that. A quadcast. That's pretty much what Miss Darlene. I mean, not Miss Darlene. Mrs. Treetop does. Miss Darlene too. I should say that they have a little pod group that happens as well. So yeah, you could definitely do that. People do that to get the time in. Mrs. Treetop is doing it. Her group is her squad is helping her with the battle squad. That's what they're doing. So yeah, I mean, if there is campaigns that you all are doing, I think that's a good idea. Maybe sharing the time to make sure you get them done. Trying to get a group together to do that. Yes. How you doing, Melina Colors? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. The star, rising star. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for that. Um, so what I was gonna say really quickly. Thank you, Jean. Jean, I apologize. I don't know why I gotta apologize for fake people being fake and scammy, but at the end of the day, thank you for being here. I appreciate you popping in. You know, that was kind of you to check. But yeah, no worries. Yeah. Yeah, so that's horrible. People are doing that. Um, Trying to get a group together. So, put it in the school platform. Put it in the school platform, and then put it in the TikTok group too, and I'll share it out to folks. So if there's some other people who want to join in, maybe they'll join in soon. I could see somebody like depending on your time you go live and what you're talking about, you figure Sarah, the junk journalist, she goes live quite a bit, random times. She's been dealing with some stuff, travel and family and stuff, so she hasn't been as active. But that could be, I need to figure out school. Oh, okay, definitely get on school. And post a message. And then there's other people who are always looking, especially our new friends. I mean, when you think about it, there's quite a few people who I was talking about earlier. I may have to change the scope of when I go live, and I'm sorry, how many people who have not gone live that are in the agency. So you do have some new people who are looking to be more consistent. Elle, she's a new one. She has been doing her lives and she's looking for support and partnership. So she might be a good one to go live with as well. And I guess it just depends on the time of day though, as well. It would be about overcoming. Oh, that's perfect. Elle's your person. She's the person that talks about overthinking. Oh, she's your person. Yeah. Elle, are you here? Oh, she would be perfect. Yeah, she would be perfect. Yeah. I don't think she's in here. She was in here earlier. Maybe I'm thinking about the 10 o'clock live. But yeah, she would be perfect. She would be your person. Okay, am I live today? You talked about overthinking your live today? Yes, she's your person. She is your person. Yep. And she has great energy. She does. She does. Yep. Somebody else talks about it. Purple energy. I haven't seen her. She's somebody that started. We got to get her going. The other person she's new to is Steph Chica. She talks about mindset stuff too. Mindset, and she brings it to talks about nutrition too, from a nutritional perspective, in terms of having the right mindset and how you, yeah. So she would be a different spin on it if you wanted to do that. Have to go now, new friend. All right, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So yeah, so you have a couple different options. I don't know what happened. Purple energy. I don't know if she's gonna be consistent. The other person, who is new but that is trying to be consistent. Well, okay, Charlie and Charlene, they do different topics. But Charlie, what is your topic about? I don't know if she's still here. And again, it just depends on what time of day. Charlie, what is your topic about? Because your topic may be interesting too. How you doing, Alex? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Because Charlie, you've been trying to go consistently as well. Is Charlene here? Charlene, I scheduled our meeting for next week. I don't think I sent you a message in the app yet. Yeah, I gotta go. I do gotta go. Charlene, let me know if you heard me say that. I scheduled our one-on-one for next week. I don't think I sent you a message in the app. So you did get an email. You got an email. So I'll send you a message. I'll try to remember to do that. I think I scheduled it and didn't come back to my phone to send the message to you. All right, good friends. I appreciate you guys. Claim your points. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody coming through. You guys are awesome, amazing people. And I appreciate all the watching, the tapping, the sharing, the comments, and the gifting. I appreciate everybody coming through. So I will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I'm going to try my best to be in these streets a little bit tonight. I have to watch my league. I may end up doing another quick voice chat too, but I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Take care. All right. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, my friends. You guys, look at y'all. I am so proud of y'all. Yes, big 984. Look at you. Yeah, look at y'all. This whole YouTube community. Thank you. Y'all sitting here watching. YouTube is trying to start my year off right. Y'all are doing it, friends. This is a great Saturday. I think this is the most followers I've gotten from YouTube in one Saturday. I mean, seriously, in one day. You guys have been awesome. So I'm going to be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So y'all come back too. Don't miss me. Don't miss out on me. Make sure you click my subscription button, click my bell to get notifications when I go live and post content. So come back. I think addressing people helps. I know. I've been trying. I was scolding them a little bit, like y'all don't communicate enough. But I think that did help. So I'm gonna, we'll see. Y'all got me excited. I might hit my 1K goal before the year's out. Y'all got me excited until YouTube don't do me right again, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going, okay? All right, friends. I appreciate everybody who's here. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Take care. Bye bye.